I feel like I've asked you the same question a lot on the Paralive channel, but what would you do for internet fame? What would you do for a smidgen of clout? I have begun way too many videos asking that question with viral trends, just really stupid challenges, but this one is easily by far the worst viral trend challenge I've ever talked about. But first, I do want to say I'm going to be attending Pax in Melbourne, Australia between the 6th and 7th of October. On the 6th, the Friday, I'll be doing a meet and greet between 6 and 8 p.m. And then on the 7th, on the Saturday, I'll be doing another meet and greet between 7 p.m. and 8:30. I just did a meet and greet in the UK, so to see anyone that watches me in Australia, which is apparently a worrying amount of you for some reason, hope to see you there. So I did what anyone else wanted to do when they wanted to just go ahead and ruin a nice and peaceful day, and that is to log on to Twitter and to, check the news feed. And what I saw was a viral trend, apparently from TikTok, because of course, like everything evil on the entire planet is from TikTok, and that is the stolen car hit and run challenge. I wish I was making that up. I wish that meant something else, like the devious lick trend where people would go into school bathrooms and just completely trash up the place. But no, the stolen car hit and run challenge is apparently a real thing, and someone has already tried it. So looking into this, what's really bizarre at the minute is there isn't actually any kind of mainstream coverage. It's usually just a bunch of local articles talking about it. So in this situation, there's a viral clip going around of someone that is apparently driving around in a stolen car. Not a great idea. And then they film themselves driving the stolen car. Again, not a great idea. I don't know why you would use that. Not even Saul Goodman could get you out of that situation. They literally have you dead to rights. But then the hit and run challenge was to apparently drive near certain people and to see their reaction. Lamau, that's so funny. I too play GTA Online. But in one of the clips, for example, you can see them driving down the highway. They're laughing. They're filming it, thinking they're just going to become internet famous overnight. Guys, I show Speed showing his schlong on stream. I bet you I can one-up him by doing vehicular manslaughter. And in a certain clip the TikToker uploaded, you can see them driving the car and then actually collide with a cyclist, knocking them off their bike.
How you go? Take the move in. Bitch ass! Stop talking shit, bitch! Stop talking shit! Fuck wrong with bud. Ready? Yeah. Hit his ass.
So this happened on August 14th at around 6 a.m. and police in Las Vegas were responding to reports of a hit and run because that's literally what it was. It really does amaze me that people will do stuff like this. I mean, no, it doesn't actually. It's current year. But the fact that you would film yourself doing it, and this wasn't for the boys' private Snap group or the boys' Discord. This was publicly uploaded onto TikTok, thinking there was absolutely nothing wrong with it. Honestly, your TikTok being pulled for endangerment is probably the best. That's the best case scenario, because if it gets deleted, if your account gets deleted for violations and stuff, at least then you get to just live your life without any worry about a prison sentence. I'm not even going into detail about the amount of guilt they must feel, but probably not, to be fair, if they're filming themselves doing this. So the big question behind this is, was it actually a viral TikTok trend, or is it just the case of one person just being a complete moron, a complete degenerate, and then people kind of just assumed it was a trend? I think it's pretty scary that we live in the day and age where people will just see absolute acts of brutality and someone died because of this, and then just go, oh, it's one of those trends the kids do, it's fine, it'll only last a week. I'm gonna sound like such a boomer right now despite being in my 20s, but social media is more accessible now than it has ever been before, which unfortunately means the bar of entry is super low, and people think that they can actually skip that bar and go straight to where the big leagues are, like Aiden Russ, I Show Speed, by just doing these absolutely deplorable acts. I mean, the police themselves even conducted an investigation and basically found that it was an intentional act. I mean, that's not really surprising considering what the TikTok was titled, that they were actually trying to hit someone, to collide with someone. I just don't understand why you would do something so incriminating and then film yourself doing it. No one is immune to that. Bro actually thought he could drive his car down the motorway, kill someone on purpose, knock them off their bike dead, and then go and get a pay and spray in GTA. Oh, he changed the color of his car. Oh, it's someone completely different, officer. Or how in Saints Row, to get rid of your wanted level, you'd go in and get plastic surgery, extend your nose, by 1 centimeter. Oh, it's a completely different person. All charges dropped. The 5-star wanted level is now the 0-star wanted level. The weird thing is there was actually a legitimate TikTok trend that people were trying a while ago. I think it was called like the Kai Boys challenge, where they'd essentially break into someone's car, hotwire it, and then try and commit crimes while in the car that isn't theirs. But then apparently in that trend, you were meant to on purpose total the car, I guess because it isn't yours and also content, and then end up returning it. Could you imagine committing that crime, getting like a couple years in jail or at least probation, and then just being like, oh shit, man, it only got 200 likes on TikTok. Oh, I guess it wasn't worth it. Maybe next time. Maybe we didn't get the 4K camera angle. Other trends I can think of that just would make aliens stay well away from our entire solar system. For example, the ice cream licking challenge. You remember that trend where people would like go into stores, open up ice cream, and then just lick them and then put them back? Apparently that's a challenge. Oh my god, I left the house today to go lick ice cream. Wow, what a challenge. I'm really helping my anxiety. And then there was the milk crate challenge, if you remember that. It was like where a bunch of people would go on top of like a bunch of hollowed out plastic milk crates to try and like, I guess, balance on it. That resulted in like numerous injuries, broken legs, broken ankles, unsurprisingly. You really do just have these groups of people that will chase anything for clout. Like, they know it's wrong, they know it's abhorrent, but if they see the numbers go up, they're like, this could almost be worth it. I mean, I heard Aisha Speed is like a multi-millionaire off crypto and stuff. I'm sure one of those investors will come soon if I get 200 followers in my account. There was even, what was it called again? The penny challenge. Do you remember that? Hopefully not. That's where people would get like a quarter or a penny and they would literally put it in a power socket. Surprisingly, metal is actually a very good conductor of electricity. So don't do that. Don't do that, please. I mean, there's been other stuff I've talked about as well, like the sleepy chicken, where like people would like broth their chicken in NyQuil, which can basically put you into a coma and kill you and probably mess up your liver and kidneys irreparably. There are a lot of challenges, and to say that this will be the last probably won't be, which is really, really sad, honestly. Some of the challenges are funny if people get hurt like superficially, but again, like this guy died. Like, and there's not really any way to make any kind of like goof or gaff about that. Now, I do want to say, I really hope these guys are caught. You know, I hope justice is served, but it's like they did the biggest Among Us self-report in history. They filmed themselves doing the deed. They filmed themselves literally committing murder. Like, best case scenario, they're going to get a manslaughter charge, a 3rd-degree manslaughter charge. Now, I'm about to make a Better Call Saul reference. I know, I've never made Breaking Bad references in my channel's career. Also, if any of you are really sick of like these references that you don't get, this is from the pilot episode of Better Call Saul in season 1. In the room, he basically has a bunch of kids and he's trying to like defend their case because apparently they like cut off someone's head and had sex with it or something. And Saul actually puts in a really good case and it looks like they're going to get off the hook. But then they put in the VCR, it plays, and it literally shows the teens doing the deed. So yeah, again, it's like that would be the same situation. Saul cannot get you out of this one. This is literally 3rd-degree murder.
You did it. You're helping. You're gonna pick this up one little kernel at a time.